So my sister got a new car and I've gone for a few rides in it, and it made me wonder, is it time to trade in my RAV4? Let's go find out. This is the 2022 Volkswagen Taos SE in cornflower blue. Let's go check out the inside of the vehicle. This is a subcompact SUV, and the light interior makes it feel really spacious inside. I also really like the two-tone colors. One thing I noticed right off the bat is that they used a lot of hard plastic throughout the vehicle versus the soft touch panels in my RAV4. Something that could be a positive or a negative depending on how you look at it is the layout of the center console. The center console is a lot lower than my RAV4, which gives the inside of the vehicle more of a sedan-like feel. I actually prefer the center console layout in my RAV4 because the positioning of my arm feels better and I don't have to reach down low for the shifter. The space inside the vehicle feels roughly the same as the RAV4. There's plenty of headroom, plenty of space, but where you do make a sacrifice is the rear cargo area. No power liftgate. The Taos has 27.9 cubic feet versus the RAV4 at 37.6. Let's take a look at the cargo space. Volkswagen includes these Velcro separators to keep your belongings in place while you're driving. I can't attest to how well they work, but I think it's a nice touch. So they've also included a first aid kit and a roadside assistance kit. Matt is 6'3". Let's see how much room he has in the vehicle. How you feeling back here?
Oh, it's pretty roomy. Got a couple holders for my drinks.
How's your head doing?
There's enough room.
Do you wish you had more legroom?
No, I think this is perfect.
Let's go take the Taos for a spin and see what we think. The Taos gets 25 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 28 miles per gallon combined. Even though the Taos is a smaller vehicle, it gets significantly less gas mileage than the RAV4. I know the RAV4 is a hybrid and it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges, but gas mileage is gas mileage. I prefer the positioning of the infotainment center in my RAV4. I don't like having to look down at the screen while I'm driving. One of the features that I really like about this vehicle is that you can use Android Auto wirelessly. As far as road noise goes, I don't notice much of a difference between this and the RAV4, and this is just based off driving around town. One thing I've noticed about this vehicle is that the steering response feels kind of numb compared to the RAV4. As far as visibility goes, I'd give the edge to the Taos. The front and side visibility is very similar to the RAV4, but where the Taos really shines is the rear visibility. Even though the Taos has significantly less horsepower than the RAV4, it still has plenty of power to get up and go. On a side note, the sound of this blinker would drive me nuts. So right now I'm sitting at a stoplight and I really wish that I had a hold button. Overall, the driving experience in this vehicle is quite enjoyable. My biggest complaints are the lack of steering response and the power seems to die out at higher RPMs. The Volkswagen Taos also has a heated steering wheel and a heated seat, two things I couldn't live without. I've also noticed that the clarity of the backup camera is much better than my RAV4. My favorite feature is the panoramic sunroof. One thing it doesn't have is a rear view camera. There's no indicators for the shifter on the center console. They're actually all located on the dash, which takes some getting used to. The answer to the question that you're probably wondering, would I actually trade in my RAV4 for the 2022 Volkswagen Taos SE? The short answer is no, and let me tell you why. I think overall this is a great subcompact SUV, and after spending a few days with it, there's no drastic improvements over my RAV4 that would make me want to go through the vehicle purchasing process again. But if you're in the market for a subcompact SUV, I highly recommend that you check it out. If you have any questions about my RAV4 or the Taos, let me know in the comments. If you want to see me and my sister drag race in the next video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If this video hits 1,000 likes, we'll make it happen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.